Okay, hey guys. I'm gonna be doing a channel update video. Today is what day is it? 18th of February, 2017. Haven't done a channel update in a while, but we're about halfway through the run, I think, and I think it's time for us to talk a little bit about what we want to do. So, tomorrow's video will be Draconian Air Elementalist. I don't know if you. I'm actually like really far ahead in terms of like uploading schedule. Like I'm like maybe 4 videos in front of where it is on the channel. So you'll have to note that yeah, like this was like a week ago. I don't even remember this. Like it says 3 days, but I don't believe it. It feels like 10 years since I last played this Tengu. So I've been recording a completely different Air Elementalist to try to get that win. But yeah, by that time we'll have the 12th out of 24 backgrounds, and then the 12th out of 26 species. So I'm gonna just first of all say thanks for the support, guys. Happy you guys are with me. Uh, but and as a bit of like a promise, I guess I've given to people, I said that at some point I would be doing another Morgue analysis video. So please submit your Morgues to the comments in this video. I will not be accepting them in other videos because it's just too confusing. I'll get lost and it's harder for me to look through them when I'm doing the actual video. In addition to that, if you want to see yourself improve as a player overall, feel free to also link your entire Morgue analysis, like your entire online account with the runs so far. I will be only, yeah, I forgot to say, but I think I said it like earlier, but might not be in the right timeline. But basically I said, I will not be accepting, like, sorry, I will be mostly looking at video, Morgues of the greater player run. I will, like, pretty much 90% of it at least will be in the greater player run. I'd prefer to see, I want to see how you guys have been stacking up. I want to see how you guys feel about the run so far, like all that kind of stuff. Leave it in the comments. I'll read it out. It's like a Q&A. Feel free to ask questions as well if you want. That it'll just be like a straight up everyone in the community gets to say what they want. I will put it all in a video, but the focus is, of course, still on the educational content and the analysis. So basically, what I'm saying is you can submit a couple of things all at once if you want. So particular morgues that you feel like you could have done better or differently. I'm not talking about winning ones necessarily. So that is completely fine to put in. I'm also talking about stuff that's like deaths. Situations where you felt like there was no way out. Like maybe there was you felt like awkward with the skilling. Stuff like that. I can go into the morgue and I can check and see what's wrong, if there is anything wrong, I guess. The winning games can also be done, so you can show me what you did. I'll see if you can improve it, like post-morgue, so for future games. Games from the combos that I've predetermined, which is the anything in the greater player list. Those ones I'll be looking at. And finally, your actual online account with all the runs and win rate and stuff. Note that I will be doing a fairly strict analysis of like your character, how you're doing so far. If you post the account, I will be looking at yourself as a player. I will be looking at it. I'll be looking at like the wins, the like how far and in between your wins are, and I can like diagnose what you could do to improve for the rest of the run. Basically, just whatever you want to submit, you can submit. I will be analyzing pretty much anything, so long as it's got to do with the greater player run, because I don't think that anything else is too relevant for the channel as of right now. So that's it for the Morgue analysis video. It's going to be today. I'm going to be putting the call out for today, and I will be closing the submissions by the time the next series is finished. So the day after that, me and Ultra and maybe Z, or Alco, no, probably not Alco, I think it's just me and Ultra, depends on the timing really, will be recording the submission. I will not be, obviously I won't be reading comments after that. I'll still reply to those comments after I've like uploaded and recorded that video, but I won't be like, obviously I won't make another video for it. That'll be in the future video if you want to resubmit. So having said all that, that's the Morgue analysis stuff that I wanted to talk about. for today. I don't think I'll be recording. I don't think I'll be uploading the series today because I don't know. I feel like I should just leave it for a day. I'll record this. I'll upload this one first, but like, yeah, I don't want to like mix the message with the channel because I've had very bad experiences uploading more than one video in one day. Like everything just goes to shit real quick, so I'm gonna avoid that for now. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up currently is this notepad is because I want to just currently document how we've gone in our greater player run so far. So I think that we did what was our first one? Gargoyle Gladiator, and then was it Minotaur Fighter? No, it was Minotaur Fighter, right? Minotaur Fighter, Gargoyle Gladiator, Hillock Berserker, then it was Deep of Conjurer, then it was ooh, what was it after that? Demon Spawn Abyssal Knight, I think. Wait, no, it was like Spriggan Enchanter. What the hell? Shift S doesn't work. Okay. Oh, my S button doesn't work. Have I like muted something or something? Like, hello? What? Cancel? Okay. This is like an interesting thing that happened. Queh? Hello? What? It's like S like enters the file name. What is this shit right now? Can I stop doing this shit, please? New. Alright, fine. Yeah, okay, my S button is broken. I don't exactly know why. Now I'm confused. What is this right now? Works here. Sorry, this is like an interesting thing. I literally just need to like get a notepad so I can just write here because everything else is kind of annoying. All right, let's do that again then. So, Mentor Fighter, Gargoyle Gladiator, Hillock Berserker, Deep of Conjurer, Centaur Hunter, Spriggan Enchanter, Demon Spawn Abyssal Knight, then what was it? Demigod Fire Elementalist, then Naga. Oh wait, was it Naga Venom Mage first? So it's, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god, I legit don't even remember. Okay. Centaur Hunter, Troll Monk. Oh, it's Troll Monk in the middle. Right, true. So it's Centaur Hunter, Troll Monk, Spriggan Enchanter, Demon Spawn, blah blah blah, Naga Venom Mage, and then Deep Elf Necromancer. Okay. Alright, so this is currently like the order of the runs so far. So I think that everyone is about up to here. But I just want to update as to like how I want this run to pan out now, given that the Conjurer book has been changed, or nerfed basically. So I think that now the correct thing is Deep Elf Fire Elementalist in this scenario. Centaur Hunter is still fine. Troll Monk is still fine. I think that if you are in a bad shape, you can skip this one. But I don't really suggest it that much. So this is still fine. So I think Spriggan, I think that like it's very hard for you to get away from these three combos because they're not only classic but also very easy comparative to every other race. And these this is fast, this is melee, this is fast, like it's very strong. Demon Spawn Abyssal Knight is also possible. I think that for the purpose of this video, for the purpose of the run, doing the Naga Venom Mage and the Demigod Fire Elementalist is not so incredible. I think that if you are stuck at the Deep Elf Fire Elementalist stage, or the Deep Elf Conjurer stage, depending on what version you're playing, I suggest just skipping it, moving on to these three first. But you'll have to play this afterwards. So I think that here you would play Deep Elf Fire Elementalist, right? Then you could play Demon Spawn Abyssal Knight if you so desire. Then comes the hard part of what am I going to play next. So if you're able to play the Deep Elf Fire Elementalist, then you should be able to play a Demigod Conjurer, I think. Then you can go and play Deep Dwarf Necromancer, which is another melee, and then you can play Naga Venom Mage. Though, honestly, I think that if you're struggling with the mage starts, you have to just kind of push through. A lot of people will give up, but it's not good to give up in this case because you're just going to struggle a lot with the game. Like, it's just going to be really tough for you to play greater player unless you just like be really inefficient. The point of this run is to be extremely efficient with like how you do these like runs. You have a little bit of like, you have a couple of like, I think you have two opportunities because the species is better than bigger than the background to actually double up. So it's possible to go Naga Berserker or like Deep Dwarf Fighter if you just so desire. It's okay to actually double up. So I think that if you're really struggling with the Deep Dwarf, then you can turn that into Fighter. And then instead of Demon Spawn Abyssal Knight, you go Demon Spawn Necromancer. That's also a possibility if you so wish. The only thing then is that you have to do an Abyssal Knight afterwards, which I think is good with Formicid. So if you do Formicid Abyssal Knight, that's actually really good as well. So Formicid Abyssal Knight. So this is like just kind of like what I'm thinking of changing the like official run border to be. But for Air Elementalist, we're going to do Draconian. I think at some point we're going to do Tengu, probably like a Wizard or a Conjurer. So Conjurer, Wizard, or like Scowl, depending on like how I feel at the time. For Transmuter, I think, look, so I'm just trying to show like, I'm trying to map out like where the run's going to end up. The game's probably going to end up like this. Like that, or Fielded Monk. That's like most likely what the run's going to end with, and Mummy Summoner. So once you figure out like what's at the bottom three and what we've already done, you just got to think about like what's in the middle, and that's the issue. So we haven't quite mapped out the entire run yet, but we're getting there. So Draconian Air Elementalist is what I'm doing next because I think that's an easier mage class to follow. After that, Halfling is Arcane Marks. Halfling and Arcane Marksman will probably go together. Merfolk will probably go with Scowl. Kobold will probably go with like Artificer. Human will go with like whatever's left. You know, it's stuff like this. It's like very basic stuff. Vinestalker will probably go with like Transmuter or like something else kind of weird. Or maybe Ice Elementalist. I don't really know. Like it'll just be seeing what's good and what's not. Like, but for the time being, if you are struggling with your run so far, this is what I want to put forward as an alternative route. So just follow this route rather than this route, and you might have a little bit easier of a time. It does front load a little bit more stuff, and it does double up the Deep Dwarf Fighter, but it will make it a little bit easier for you to play the game. And I think that is what people are struggling with. They're actually hitting a wall. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Sorry for the lack of content today, but I do want to have all the focus be on getting the Morgue files from you guys, because otherwise you're not going to do it, and then there's not going to be a Morgue video. That would suck. But yeah, I will mention, okay, so I'm going to mention like as many people as I possibly can in the video, and whoever I don't, I will directly comment to and give the advice there. So don't you guys worry about that. Alright. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.